Hi everyone, this is RD Drones and welcome to my first ever YouTube video, and today I'm going to be reviewing the Holystone HS700D drone. The HS700D comes with a number of features which are now on your screen. It's also equipped with GPS, 4K camera, a 1-axis stabilized gimbal and a number of other features which are linked to the app, including Follow Me, orbit mode and waypoints. So let's now have a look at the drone in a little more detail and go over some of the accessories. So first I'm going to quickly go over what you get in the box. So obviously you get the HS700 drone, a remote controller, 1 battery, 8 propellers, 4 of them propellers are spare ones, 2 landing gears, a camera with a camera holder. You also get a phone holder which attaches to your controller, a balance charger with a charge transfer box, USB cable, screwdriver, propeller spanner, a pouch, logbook and a manual. Let's have a look at the drone then in a little more detail. So as you can see here at the front of the drone you have a LED light. So this drone is advertised to have a 4K camera with 1080p video footage. The camera is connected to a 1-axis stabilized gimbal. The camera can rotate up to 90 degrees and has a 120 degree wide angle lens. Let's turn the drone around to the side. Here you have the landing gears. So again, with these you need to connect them yourself, but they're very easy to install. So around the back is your battery slot. So this drone comes with a 7.4 volt 2800 milliamp battery. It's advertised to have a flight time of around 22 minutes. So this battery is quite a large battery and it just slots into the back of the drone here, and then just click it down and the little catch locks in. On the back of the drone you have the power on button, so you just press that for 2 seconds and as you can see here, drone lights up. That's the power on. And so this drone comes with brushless motors. So brushless motors are a lot better than the brush motors you get on some drones. They're a lot more durable, powerful and definitely have a longer lasting life than the brushed ones. Also with this drone the propellers don't come installed, but they're easy to install. They just screw on and the manual explains how to do this. The last thing I want to mention with this drone, you have got prop guards which come in the box. They just clip on to the end of the arms here. Again, I'm not using them, but they're there if you need them. Alright, I think that's pretty much it for the drone. Let's have a quick look at the control. As you can see, this controller is quite large. There's not many buttons on here, but I will go over it now. So on the top left you have your automatic takeoff and landing button. Next to that is the emergency stop button. Over to the right is the return to home button, and the far right corner on the top of the controller is the camera button. So to take pictures you press once. To start video you hold down for around 2 seconds and the camera will start recording. Obviously you've got your joysticks, you've got 2 switches on in the center of the control which are not in use. So at the bottom of the left hand joystick you have the GPS switch which can turn the GPS on and off, and to the right of that you have the headless mode switch. Power on button. So you have a digital display here. So starting from the left, that's the amount of satellites that are locked in. To the right of that is the drone's height and distance in meters. Then you have your mode sets. You have mode 1 and 2. And to the right of that is the battery icon. So the top battery is the battery life of the controller, and below that is the battery life of the drone. And as you can see, I'm not connected to the drone, so that's showing as 0. But once the drone and controller are connected or binded, both of these will be on. So top of the control is the phone holder, 2 antennas. I have checked, there's no transmitter cable running through here, so the controller has the transmitter built in. Let's turn over to the back. You have a L1 and L2 button which are not in use, and obviously your battery compartment, which takes, this controller takes, let's have a look, 4 AA batteries go in here. And the last thing on the top right hand corner is the scroll wheel to move the camera gimbal up and down. So let's have a look at the manual. Right, so for this drone you get a very detailed instruction manual in both Chinese by the looks of it and in English. I highly recommend going through this before flying the drone, especially for the first time. It's got everything in it you need to know, including the setup of the drone, the app you need to use, and all other bits of useful information. If you just want to quickly start the drone up, they've added a quick start guide, which is very useful. And also, I think this is quite a neat little touch by Holystone. They've added a logbook in with a package, so you get some post-it notes and an area where you can log all your flights if you choose to do so, which is really good. Right, I think that's it now, so I'm going to go and find a suitable location to fly the drone, and I'll be back with you shortly. Hi everyone, this is RD Drones and welcome to my first ever YouTube video, and today I'm going to be reviewing the Holystone HS700D drone. The weather today is quite breezy, but hopefully this won't affect the flight today. I do only have 1 battery with this drone, so I'm going to try and cram as much into this video as I possibly can. Right, so let's set the drone up. Okay, so the first thing you need to do with this drone is to power it up. So you do this by holding the power on button for about 2 seconds. Next thing we're going to do is turn on the control. Right, so that's both the drone and control on. And on the digital display on the controller you can see that both battery lights are showing as full, so this means the control and drone have binded. Right, the next thing I'm going to do is connect to the drone's Wi-Fi and load the app, so bear with me. So we're now connected to the drone's Wi-Fi, and as you can see now the app is loaded. So first thing I'm going to do is just go into the settings in this app, if I can find them. There it is. So the perimeter settings, maximum flight altitude, we've got that set at NA, but you can set your maximum flight altitude as to what you want it as, and then you can also do that with the maximum flight distance and flight radius, which is set at 5 meters currently, and I'm going to leave it at that for now. Calibrate the drone's gyros, and to do that you go down and to the left, and what will happen is the lights on the bottom of the drone will flash intermittently, and once completed they will go solid. Next thing we're going to do is the GPS calibration. So to do that you rotate the drone horizontally first until I believe you get flashing green light, yep, and then you go vertically, exactly the same. I don't think it matters if it's nose up or nose down. Right, Now you can see you have two solid green lights at the back and two solid red lights at the front. So that's pretty much ready to go. So we can see that we got 14 satellites locked in. So you need a minimum of 8 to fly this drone. First thing I'm going to do is arm the motors, and to do that you go down and in. And let's bring the drone up manually. Right, so what we're looking for now is just to make sure the drone is stable. If you get some kind of like toilet bowl effect, that means where the drone's circling round, that means I would land it and redo the GPS calibration, but that looks pretty stable to me. So let's take it up a little bit. Right, we go up to about 5 meters. So I'm going to hit the camera button so you can see what the pitch quality is like. Okay, let's just turn it around a little bit so you can see over here. Yeah. Right, so first thing I'm going to check is the FPV range. So let's go up a little bit and head out. I want to head this way a bit. Right, away we go. Let's go up a little bit higher. So we're currently at, let's go up to about 30 meters. Right, let's check. Let's maybe bring the camera down a little bit. There you go. Let's just turn it left and right, make sure that's still. Yep, that seems okay. Right, let's stay away from these trees. Let's head out a little bit further then. So we're currently at 125 meters. Right, let's go up a bit. Let's go up to about 40 meters. There we go, we're currently at 43. Let's carry on going out. So you see it's a little bit jumpy, the video footage, but it is a slight breeze today, so oh, I don't know what's happened there. Okay, let's come and bring the camera down a little bit more. Yeah, so you see the drone is getting moved around a bit in the air. So what are we now? 319 meters. We're still going. Let's take it up a little bit further. Still got FPV signal. As you can see below, the sheep. Let's bring the camera down. You can see the sheep's in the field here. Let's turn the drone around slightly. Is I'm going to hit the video button now so we can start recording. There you go. Alright, so we're now currently at 423 meters and we still have FPV signal, which is good. Alright, I'm not going to go too much further than that because I have actually lost sight of the drone. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to hit the return to home button. And from my test flight the other day, what I did see is this drone is quite rapid, so when it's returning to home it doesn't take too long at all. So we're already at 341. It's coming back at quite a pace. I still haven't got sight of it yet. Right, it's now 140. Oh, there it is. I can see it now. So it's just below the sun there, which isn't great because I can't really see it. So I'm not going to land the drone, but I'm just going to see how close it gets to the landing pad. It has been raining all night, and the grass is quite long, so I don't want to land it on the grass, to be honest, because it might damage the motors. I can't remember now off the back of my head, but it was around 340 meters, 350, and that returned quite quick. So if you can see the drone now above, so I'd say that's about a couple of meters away from the landing pad, which isn't too bad at all. So it's still finding its position. There you go, as you can see, that's not too bad at all, is it? Alright, I'm going to stop it there, but I'd say that's less than a metre away from that landing pad, so that's really good. Okay, so the next thing I'm going to do is try to follow me. Just take it up a little bit. Right, so I'm going to hit the little icon on the bottom left of the app, follow. Okay, so that's loaded. The drone's just heading off slightly, maybe finding its position. So let me see what happens if I start to walk off over here. Is the drone going to follow? Yeah. I think that's now coming towards me. As you can hear that wind now, it's starting to pick up a little bit. So that's following. What if I go towards the drone? Is that going to start to move away from me? Yes. Alright, so that seems to be working absolutely fine. Next thing I'm going to try is the orbit mode. And as you can see, the drone is now orbiting round. You can go up and down, but you can't push the drone further away, because I think that's from the settings earlier. As you can see, the radius is set at 5 meters. You can change that setting if you wish to, but yeah, that's definitely orbiting around me. Right, let's come out of that one. Next one we're going to try is the waypoints. So we go onto the map, let's take it up a little bit. Right, so waypoints, I'm going to point a track on here. And submit. Okay, so this drone now should fly to waypoint 1 first, which it is. Then it will go to waypoint 2. delays slightly. Yep, now it's off to waypoint 2. Gets to that one and then head over to the next one. This drone is so fast, and I suppose one of the downsides of this drone, it doesn't have speed control, so although it's quite fast, it probably will affect the video footage. Right, that's it. So that's all done now. I'm just going to go and get some video footage now so you can see the camera quality. It is a little bit windy, so as it's only got a one-axis gimbal, the video footage might be a little bit jumpy, but we'll have a look. I'll take it up to about 30 meters and yeah, just go for a little flight. Hope you enjoy. So that's it for this video. Unfortunately the batteries run out and I didn't get round to showing you the headless mode. I did test this the other day though, and it seems to be working perfectly fine. So before I shut this video down, I'm just going to give a quick overview of the drone, looking at the design, the camera and video footage and the performance. Let's start with the design of the drone. For me, I really like the look of this drone, and it's quite different to some of the other drones on the market, but the design has a few drawbacks. It is quite a large drone that only weighs just over 600 grams. What I mean by this is that it's great if you have a calm day when you go flying, but if you fly this drone on a day where there's a small amount of wind, you will definitely notice a difference in the video footage and the control of the drone. For me, it needed to be a little heavier. And the second thing is, this drone does not come with a carry case. It needs one. It's large and not fully assembled. I have purchased a carry case for this drone and left the link in the description, but it is quite expensive. So for these two reasons, I can only score the design of the drone a 6 out of 10. It does look good though. So now onto the camera and video footage. Video footage is decent for a drone in this price range. The drone does come with a one-axis stabilised gimbal, which is good, but a 2 to 3 axis gimbal is always better, especially for a more smooth video. Again, due to only having a one-axis stabilised gimbal and the drone size, it is best to avoid flying in windy conditions, as this will dramatically affect your video footage. FPV signal started to break up at around 400 feet during the flight, but the fact this drone comes with an onboard micro SD card slot is always a bonus, as you can record all your video to the SD card even if you lose FPV signal. This drone has automatic camera stem too by using the controller, which is really good. Picture quality is good from this camera, and the camera has quite a wide angle lens. So the fact that this drone only has a one-axis stabilised gimbal and the video footage isn't that stable, especially in breezy conditions, I will also score this camera and video footage a 6 out of 10. Return to home works very well, the drone landing only a metre away from the landing pad. All the commands on the controller worked fine, and follow me, orbit mode and waypoint seemed to work fine through the Affiliate GPS app. Flight time was roughly around 15 minutes, couldn't quite make the advertised 22-minute flight time. Maybe if the weather was a little warmer I would have got that 22 minutes which is advertised to have. One thing I did notice though is the drone returns to home even when you have 2 bars left on the battery life. For me, the return to home comes in a little early. I found there was nothing I could do about this, and once the drone decides to return to home, there is nothing you can do to stop the drone from landing. Also, I never felt I had full control of the drone. Maybe it's because it's so large and the slight wind kept swaying the drone around a bit. But overall the performance was good and will score it at a 7 out of 10. So my key points are as follows. Great drone to look at, but there can be some improvements made around the video footage. For a low-end drone, the price is quite high, but would still recommend purchasing this drone as it's different to other drones in the market. I have left the link in the description as to where you can purchase the drone. I have seen that recently Holystone have brought out a HS700D. Holystone may have made improvements regarding the video footage and hopefully added speed control, as the HS700D is too fast. So my overall review score for the Holystone HS700D drone is a respectable 6 out of 10. I just want to say thank you for tuning into this video, and please like and subscribe to my channel, and there will be more drone reviews coming soon. If you have any questions regarding this drone or the use of the app which I haven't covered, then please leave a comment and I will get back to you. So from RD Drone, stay safe, and I will hopefully see you again for my next drone review.